Hello everybody, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Phil.
And today we are going to talk about 7 cars that we are sad to see go for 2023.
Rest in peace.
Yep, rest in peace for these. So, or else just run out and go buy them now so that you can have the latest model, because you're not going to be able to buy it. I wouldn't say ever again, because sometimes, you know, cars
Some of them may come back.
Yeah, sometimes they're re-released. But as of right now, you're not going to be able to. For sure, probably in a gasoline version.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Definitely
That's a running theme through our list. But you just want to get into this?
Yeah.
You and I are both kind of running on fumes tonight.
Yep.
We're just going to power through this. You want to go with your number 3, or you got 4 on your
I do.
list.
So it'd be number 4 for me. So the big one is, so the Subaru WRX STI, the STI model, it's been discontinued. But so the WRX STI, it's, you know, it's an Impreza WRX.
It's a rally car.
Yep, it's the rally car, the iconic one. The STI is the fully, you know, hopped up version from Subaru. You know, they have over 300 horsepower. I know people were being excited about it having, you know, 400 horsepower out of their Boxer 4-cylinder turbo engine, but they axed it. And the reason why is because Subaru, according to Hot Cars and what I've seen on Cars and Driver, is that Car and Driver, I said Cars and Driver, but Car and Driver.
There's multiple cars on there.
Yep, but on Car and Driver is that the Subaru, just with the electrification of cars in America and basically the European Union, all over the world, this WRX STI's performance numbers were lower than a Tesla Model X, for instance, and a Model X is SUV. More people are buying SUVs, so they're like, you know what, we're not going to do this performance STI model, we're going to axe it, but still for the next few years offer, you know, a gasoline turbo version of the Impreza WRX, with the plans in the future of maybe turning it into an SUV or a crossover and having it offered as a hybrid or, you know, a fully electric model.
Number 3 that I'm watching drive off down that tunnel into the afterlife of cars will be, sadly, the Ford GT.
Oh yeah, that's a sad one.
Now, if you don't know, this is the car that we built in order to beat, I say we, because I watched Ford versus Ferrari and I'm like, they're the good guys.
Yeah,
Ford doesn't matter. But yeah, that Ford built just to beat Ferrari in 1966 in Le Mans. And then it's been it was brought back as a tribute to that car that you could drive yourself in the street. Now, their production is ending. We're waving bye-bye to the Ford GT. It's a beautiful, powerful looking car.
So number 3 for me would be the Toyota Landcruiser. So those of you that are not familiar with the Landcruiser, it started off as an iconic off-road vehicle. Still is. It's you know, a very high-end luxury SUV. But the market that the Landcruiser was aimed towards was for those that wanted to spend, you know, the close to 6-figure money on a very nice full-size SUV that's fully off-road capable, but, you know, be low-key about it. You know, like they can pull up to the restaurant, they can pull up, you know, to the mall. You don't have to worry about a bunch of, you know, kids with their smartphones out, like videoing and being like, oh, I want to take a picture.
You know how the kids are.
Yeah, like people freaking out like you would if you pulled up, you know, in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Everybody's like got their phones out, they want to take a picture and all that. That's what the Landcruiser is for. Someone that wanted to be low-key but have like the highest end quality for an SUV. So what's next on your list?
Next, that is climbing that escalator to heaven, is going to be the Acura NSX, or as it was once, the Honda NSX, which the same car. It's just they divide between Japan. I don't know if it was all across the seas.
Honda NSX, you know, everywhere but America, it's Acura.
And so they brought it back. Was it a year ago, 2 years ago? A limited amount, like again, same way with the Ford GT, limited production, and they're axing it to focus on newer models. That's what they said. So, you know, this was when they brought it back, it was a S-Type, which was a hybrid, and again, maybe you found that divisive, polarizing, but it was what it was.
Yep.
Expensive. Yeah. And now it's being axed.
So number 2 for me will be the Dodge Challenger. So the reason why this is kind of, you know, a sad car to see go is that we kind of had a, you know, a modern revival of the muscle car era, because Dodge came out with the Challenger, definitely, you know, pays homage to the original Challenger from, you know, the late 60s, early 70s, during the, you know, peak of the muscle car era.
Was it first before the Charger came out?
No, the Charger came out first. Because, you know, that was a divisive car when it came out, because the Charger came out as a 4-door. You know, the Charger was a muscle car that was a coupe.
I'm the first to admit I do not like the modern Charger's design, at least stock design. I think it's just like a big block of metal.
Yeah.
But regardless, keep going.
Yep. So
we're not talking about that.
So the Challenger, I think everybody, you know, really like the looks of that, because it looks literally like a modern version of, you know, the original Challenger muscle car.
It exudes muscle car when you look
at it. Oh yeah,
it.
definitely. And then, you know, it came in, you know, that had the Dodge Demon, you know, you had the Scat Pack and all that coming with it. I mean, it was just like we're back in the late 60s, 70s, and then you had the Mustang and the Camaro to go along with it. So the fact that they're axing it is kind of showing that, hey, the gasoline muscle car, you know, it's now a thing of the past now.
Yeah.
And, you know, Dodge has already announced they're fully committed to fully electric, and that there will be the electric Charger coming out. And then there's going to be, I don't think they're calling it the Challenger, but there will be one that's like the Challenger that's coming out. Maybe they are calling it the Challenger, but either way, it's going to be all electric too. So it's kind of, you know, sad to see it go, but then I kind of look forward to see what, you know, what an all electric, you know, muscle car is going to be like.
I mean,
you know?
there's a time to be sort of a traditionalist, a purist about this stuff, and then there's another time when you can look at it and go, I want to see the advancements in vehicles.
Yeah.
You may not like it, but you may. You never know. I mean, think about how quick those things could get.
Exactly. I mean, all the electric cars now, I mean, the 0 to 60 times are all less than 4 seconds. You know, it seems to be really easy to do that on electric. So that's kind of a neat thing. So what's next on your list?
Finally on my list is one it's hard to really be too broken up about, because they knew it was only going to be in production for 1 year. That's the new Countach. We talked about it when we did a video on the Countach. We made a drink for it. To me, I was glad to see it come back, because it reminded me of a design style of Lamborghinis that stood out to me more. You know, to me, and I'm sure people who are more into them are going to disagree, but they all have that wedge style, but a lot of the modern ones, I'm just kind of like, they all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
The Countach,
it was different.
It stood out to me, again, my opinion. But so they brought it back. I'm like, hey, it's cool to see this thing back again. This is like one of the supercars, and that everybody knows, that people who, they might not be able to tell you what it is exactly, but they have seen a poster of it.
Right.
And anyway, they knew that it was a limited, you know, production run. They're ending it, and they're going to take the technology that they used with the electric and gas motor they used.
The hybrid,
Yeah, they're going to put that into whatever the follow-up to the Aventador is.
Yep, because the Aventador also is, you know, getting the Axe too as well.
And so there have been some, unless there's been more photos or details, there's not a whole lot about what's coming up after it. But I know there have been some pictures taken of, you know, whatever the new one is wrapped. You know, it's all wrapped up. Can't see anything.
Yep.
So that's all I know about the next Lamborghini model.
Yeah.
It's nothing. So there you go.
We just know it's going to be...
I saw a picture of one wrapped.
It's fully electric, or it's going to be a hybrid. So it'll be interesting, that's for sure.
So yeah, we say goodbye to the Countach once again.
Yep, once again.
He came back as a zombie. Very nice looking zombie, but no.
Gone.
Let us know in the comments what cars you are looking forward to seeing their production end in 2023.
Which one's keeping you up at night, knowing that you're not going to be able to buy a brand new one ever again?
What's a car that you're dreading for the production to end? Has it been announced? It hasn't been said yet. We don't know anything. You're just theorizing. What's the car that you would be like, oh, I don't want it to be on that list next year? let us know.
Yeah.
So, got anything else you want to add to this as
No.
we pay our tributes to these cars?
No, just please, if you like the content that you're seeing, give us a like and a subscribe, and just leave in the comments, what you're sad to see go.
Yeah, and we'll all do a little voodoo magic to try to raise some of these cars back from the grave.
Right.
This is the theme I'm running with. They're all dying and going. And then we're get it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye-bye.